This is Valley News Live at noon.
New at noon, one man is now recovering after being trapped in an icy lake when his lodging equipment broke through the ice. Officials say it happened Saturday afternoon when 45-year-old Roy Davis was logging on Lake Hattie Township, and equipment fell through the ice, trapping him inside. Another worker on scene was able to free Davis before he was taken to the hospital to be treated for hypothermia. Now, speaking of hypothermia, another morning and afternoon in sub-zero temperatures, and layers will continue to be our best friends. We want to prevent frostbite and hypothermia, like we just mentioned, but let's go ahead and check in with forecaster Summer Snow, and you'll hear more about it there. Hey, Summer.
Hey, Brian, these cold temperatures, they're still sticking around with us as they have been for about a week or so, and they're not going anywhere. Some people are getting creative. This is Rowdy Butler. He took this photo this morning here in Fargo. A great and creative way to serve your breakfast, although I don't think that looks too appetizing, but nonetheless, that's a great photo. Annette Berglund in Twin Valley, Minnesota decided to head out into the cold and have some fun this weekend by blowing some bubbles and watching them freeze. Such an awesome photo. And one of the coldest reports of a home weather system in rural Wabun, Minnesota, 40 degrees below zero. So a bitter cold start to the day. A few more reports of low temperatures. Most of us were in the 20s and 30s below. And if you're curious, Wabun is right in the middle between Detroit Lakes and Mahnomen there, where surrounding airports were reporting 20s below. The coldest air was up in Rolla at 33 degrees below zero. Negative 31 in Langdon. But the coldest wind chills felt like 57 below zero in Langdon this morning, 56 below in Munich, 55 below in Adams, 54 below in Candu and Gatsky, 49 below in Cavalier and Walhalla, as well as in Williams. The Grand Forks Airport reported a coldest wind chill of 40 below, and it was 36 degrees below for your wind chill here in Fargo. And although it's sunny, just got to bundle up as you head outside. So, Brian, we do have more cold air on the way, but I'll let you know when the warmest day of the forecast will be in just a little bit.
I'm still understanding how you can see the snow, but see the sun, but you can't feel it.
Exactly. It's too far away.
Oh, man. We'll have to definitely make sure we're layering up. Thanks again, Summer. Well, authorities say NP Avenue in downtown Fargo will be closed to westbound traffic between 3rd Street North and 4th Street North so crews can fix a busted water main. Now, traffic will detour to 1st Avenue North to 3rd Street North and 4th Street North. Authorities say there was no damage to the nearby businesses. The road is expected to reopen by the end of the day. Police say the roads are expected to be icy in the area, so people are encouraged to be careful. Governor Tim Walz is deploying the Minnesota National Guard for potential civil unrest during the trials of the former Minneapolis officers charged in the death of George Floyd. They would serve during the trial of Derek Chauvin, which is scheduled to be on March 8th, and then they'll be around for the trial of the other 3 officers. Now that's scheduled for August. The deployment of National Guard troops to secure Washington, D.C. in the aftermath of the January 6th riot at the U.S. Capitol will cost nearly $500 million. The Guard deployment brought troops in from all 50 states and 4 territories as law enforcement agencies locked down the Capitol for the inauguration. More than 20,000 National Guard troops were positioned across the city to protect lawmakers and landmarks. Officials say the money is expected to cover the cost of the nearly 7,000 troops that remain in D.C. through mid-March. Congressional negotiators begin work today on hammering out the details of what exactly will be the final version of the American Rescue Plan, President Biden's coronavirus relief package. Well, Deborah Alfarone has more details from the White House.
President Biden is calling on Congress to pass his $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief package as quickly as possible, tweeting, "We don't have a second to waste when it comes to delivering the American people the relief they desperately need."
Hopefully in a 2-week period of time, we'll send something over to the Senate, and this will be done long before the due date of the expiration of so many initiatives.
President Biden told CBS News' Norah O'Donnell that he's going to stand firm on providing stimulus checks to most Americans.
You've said you're not compromising on the $1,400 checks.
No. He did say he was willing to negotiate on who is eligible to receive the checks, as well as holding off on the $15 an hour minimum wage bill. But he is not flexible about the $400 a week unemployment benefits for the next 6 months. The White House says passing the bill will not only provide benefits for the unemployed, but jobs as well.
I would expect that if this package is passed, that we would get back to full employment next year.
President Biden says he still believes he'll win some bipartisan support from congressional Republicans, but they say White House calls for unity are just lip service.
The administration is showing very clearly they don't care if they have to work with us.
The White House does plan to include a proposal first introduced by Utah Senator Mitt Romney last week. The plan would give tax credits of $3,600 for every child under the age of 6, $3,000 for kids 6 to 17. Americans who make more money would receive lower benefits. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, the White House.
House Democrats are introducing a new bill today that would make the child tax credits permanent. The American Family Act would provide families with monthly payments of $250 per child and $300 for children under 6. Well, Essentia Health is offering a new treatment for people diagnosed with mild to moderate COVID-19 and are high risk for severe complications and hospitalizations. Now, the drug is called bamlanivimab, and it's a monoclonal antibody that has just been authorized for emergency use by the FDA. It must be given 10 days of the start of symptoms and as soon as possible after a positive COVID-19 test. Patients do have to meet a criteria set by the FDA for treatment. There is a limited supply, so it's being allocated by federal and state agencies. More than 200 appointments are available each week across Essentia Health. It is offered at Essentia Health in Fargo. South Africa has paused its plans to inoculate healthcare workers with the AstraZeneca vaccine. A new clinical trial there reported disappointing results. The vaccine appeared to be ineffective against mild to moderate illness from the South African variant of the coronavirus. The government will consult scientists and use other vaccines for now. Augusta National Golf Club will open a COVID-19 vaccination site today. The clinic, located in the Washington Square Shopping Center, will be the hub for Augusta University's vaccination efforts. AU plans to use the site indefinitely. Augusta National also made a $1 million contribution to fund pop-up and mobile vaccination clinics. Have you signed up for the VNL Vaccine Tracker? It's a great way to stay on top of the latest vaccine information. Just open up your phone camera and point it at the QR code on your screen. Then tap the link that pops up. You'll have access to national and local resources at your fingertips. Well, Tesla dropped some serious coin into Bitcoin. That tops our look at today's consumer news. The electric automaker has invested $1.5 billion in Bitcoin, and Tesla will start accepting the site's cryptocurrency as a form of payment for its automobiles. That makes Tesla the first automaker to do so. Bitcoin shot up more than 12% on the exchange market. One Bitcoin is worth more than $43,000. Well, coming up at noon, we take a look right back at the first Super Bowl to ever be played in the middle of a global pandemic. And sub-zero temperatures continue to be a trend. Weather up next with forecaster Summer Snowbach to plan your day.